From the Bronx, MLB Network brings you baseball from Yankee Stadium. It's the home opener of this new season between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Jed Lowrie now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Colorado, the designated hitter, Jed Lowrie.
And we are underway here in the Bronx. This is the first pitch of the year. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Grounded back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Set to get his evening at the plate started, DJ LeMahieu, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Gardner, but he won't get there. It falls in. Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Runners on first with 1 down. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fourth.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ryan Zimmerman. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup or 2.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 0-2 once more. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Now in the box, Ian Desmond. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, right fielder, Brett Knizner.
And that's taken for strike one. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Brett Gardner sent packing to start out the bottom of the first. Starlin Castro is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Wow, that's a high pitch. You know what? The closer that ball gets to your eyes, the better it looks, and guys just hack at it. It's a natural swing.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So here's Joe Mauer. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Popped into the air, back behind second. LeMahieu is there for it, and that ends the inning. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Story.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now Reyes awaits the 1-1. Just got a piece up the line. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Hennigan. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit out toward second. Castro's got it in time to first, and there are 2 away. In is Gerardo Parra. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first out. So striding in, Yoenis Cespedes. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. But a superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump your chest right there and feel good about your pitch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
Heading out towards shallow right. Garcia has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another chance? Jed Lowry. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter, Jed Lowry.
Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in to try it again. DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Gardner, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Gary.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. It is Curtis Granderson, and a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Has a look, now the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Third baseman.
Here's Chase Headley. At the moment, he's got a .270 batting average for the season. First delivery to him on the way. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. The 0-1 delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. Reyes is going to get there. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Starlin Castro. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
1 and 2.
A late swing at a slider for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Garcia is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So coming to the plate, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, Ian Desmond.
The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Mauer ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in, Trevor Story. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, 0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
After it is Gardner. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Third baseman, number 7.
So striding forward now, Jose Reyes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. So here's Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
For the Yankees, first baseman, number 21.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Parra will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Designated hitter, number
into the
99.
box now, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. The pitch. Left side of the infield into the shift. Story brings it in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth. So stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. He flew out in his last at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game. That's why he's having such great success.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Stepping into the box, Ryan Hanigan. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Ryan Hanigan.
Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Granderson going back to the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple. In is Gerardo Parra. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Gerardo Parra.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped up, but no. He'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Headley is under it, no problem. 1 away. Here's Jed Lowry now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Jed Lowry.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
And this will be corralled by Mauer, and that's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A hit in 2 tries so far.
LeMahieu.
First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Hey, now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Oh, my goodness, 3 in a row. Castro is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Into the windup and the pitch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Chopped foul wide of first. Lifted the other way to left center. Parra arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Now batting, Gary Sanchez. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. High in the air out toward shallow right. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark. I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So here is Avisail Garcia. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Granderson. He can't get to it. This one's down. Ready once again, Ryan Zimmerman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Ryan Zimmerman.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Throw over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Has a look. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. But foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. Diving is Headley, but Chase comes up empty. It's a fair ball. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trevor Story. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Mauer is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Striding in once again, Chase Headley. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Headley.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
0-1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Brett Gardner becomes out number 2 this inning. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Back here in the Bronx, neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Hennigan. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. And this is handled by Mauer, and there's your first out. Ready for another shot now. Gerardo Parra. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
The batter,
digging in once again,
hitter,
Jed Lowrie. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Granderson is over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready for another chance? Joe Mauer. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Joe Mauer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Throw by Reyes is right there for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And now a pitch on the way. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Ready on 1-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
The left fielder number
at the plate,
52,
Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
DJ LeMahieu.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
A swing and it's popped in the air back behind first. Mauer will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Striding into the box, Avisail Garcia. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gardner is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
That's it to short. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 2. Thus far in this one.
The shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he's retired here, 1 away. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting
in is Curtis Granderson.
He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
I like that backdoor breaking ball right there. 0-1. Show him something on the outside half. He swings. He's probably going to roll over it. If not, you might get the call. You didn't get it there, but I like the selection.
Desmond has a read on it, and that retires the side. Stepping up to the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Desmond.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he came at him with the same pitch. Now he finds himself down 0-2. You just got to anticipate he's going to try to triple it up. Not just double, but triple. I'm looking for that pitch right now again. Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Digging in, Trevor Story. He lined out in his last trip. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous pitch right there. He got a...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. So a big moment in the ball game here. Jose Reyes. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. The 1-0. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Story heads for the plate. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring in the catcher. Ryan Hanigan. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. In to score the runner from second. But no. He puts on the brakes and will head back to first. In is Gerardo Parra. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 0-1. Here it comes. And a slider on the inside for strike one.
That's your classic front door slider. It doesn't break like you expect it to, and all you can do is freeze as a hitter. And he got the call.
Another 0-2 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. On to Mauer. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Here's Chase Headley. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
For the Yankees, third baseman, number 12.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. Adam Ottavino is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Adam Ottavino.
A fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one.
Whoa, that'll get your attention. First pitch out of the bullpen, and it's a fastball inside, nearly hits the batter. Everybody's on edge right now.
No problem here, one away. Stepping into the box, Brett Gardner. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Brett Gardner goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. 2 out, nobody on. And he swings and misses. A good pitch there, and the Yankees are down to their final strike now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikes.